The application of digital pen and paper has enormous benefits to organizations that uses paper as its primary source of data. We have actually rolled this out with banks, with healthcare, with pharmaceutical companies, with distribution companies. One of our customers in the US, what they do is that they have a sales order form that it's a 3-ply carbonized copy form where their engineers will go out, provide a service, electrical engineer, and then they will only come back at the end of the week. And what happens is that they cannot invoice the customer until that that sales order form is transmitted to the back end, which means it has to be brought back to the office, and then only they can actually invoice the customer. We actually worked with them. We actually took the sales order form, we actually digitized it, and subsequently they are able to just anywhere they are in the US, they will fill out the sales order form, send an electronic copy, goes back to their email immediately. Then they will invoice the customer then. So that delay in terms of time, okay, or here I can just do a marking on different parts of the body where there's pain. Okay. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to sign. Okay. So I've actually completed the form. Now I would like you, sir, to just do one last step. Now you can actually close the cap. The memory, the data is already in the pen. Right? It's already in memory. So once you want to transmit it, you just need to touch on the send box. Just put the thing. Okay? There's a vibration that tells you that it's transmitting. And it has transmitted, the data has already been deleted from the pen. So in terms of prompts, security issues, you don't have to worry too much about that. Now the other point to note is this: if you're concerned about security, some people may ask, David, I write an A on paper. I store it into my pen. Can someone hack in and retrieve that A and see A? The answer is no. Because on the pen, it is stored as a mathematical algorithm. So much so that it can only be interpreted at your server, because the license file for this form is only available at your server. Now, it actually returned back with a message: Dear Rashid, your temperature is 38.87 degrees Celsius. Is that handwriting? Because it came out as, this is a new patient record. Now, because of the way that you actually wrote the patient, it was broken out into. So what happens is that it tries to find the nearest match. It will not give you 100%, but it is pretty close. So I can then come back here and just do a minor edit. Okay, Rashid came out quite well. Then all your other ticks actually came in well. Temperature 38.7, 38.87, which is almost 38.9 actually. Right. Then the rest of the ticks are all taken in. Then what I do is I do a save and complete. It adds on to my database. And you see this is the XML that passes back to your backend. This goes into the database. And once I have actually done the save and complete, realize this, I cannot edit the data anymore. Alright? I cannot do another save or complete. It's done. And then there is an audit trail as to who was the one who actually created it, saved it, and completed the file. Timestamp as well. And after which I come back here, and I want to just open up this PDF file. It's going to take a few moments. Okay, while it's actually doing that, I can't do anything else. Okay, the PDF file is I think around 200 kilobytes, so it takes a little bit of after we go. Notice this, whatever is written is captured. This is a new patient. Probably I can actually patient record. And the document approved by David Han Ji Gun. The timestamp is timestamp the date as well. How this David Tan Jibun came along is because my signature is registered at the back end. Notice that, this signature is not recognized, but signature recognized David Tan Jibun. It captures my handwriting, and signatures does not need to be exactly the same. Always, you just need to have the stroke and the uniformity in which you sign, and that one is quite standard, right? And from that, I will be able to identify that this is me. Right? Banks can actually use this to verify customer signatures, high net worth individuals who want to issue out checks. That provides that added security for high volume or high value items. And then the other point to note is that this process, the temperature, you see, is actually captured. And this guy here, when he has a cold, he will ache all over. So what do we have here? Painful area, face, left heel, right arm, and left back, right, which is around leg, left back, is around here. So again, we have actually taken the information, digested it, so that it is ready to be pumped into a backend system, and you can make statistics out of that. So let me just show you very quickly. Remember, I said that with the data, you can now pull it up, and the statistic comes up. It gets updated every time a form goes in. So which means that you can actually have a KPI. Your salespeople who are out there submitting sales order documents, they can, after they submit it, you collect that information, and you can have a dashboard like this. Who are my top sales guys? What value they actually bring in, total value, and how much more they have to do before the end of the quarter or end of the month, sales target. So it opens up that entire opportunity for you to enhance basically your service or your offering and to manage your field workers. The other point that I would like to highlight, this is a project that we did for Fuji Xerox in Singapore. They are a printer company. They have their officers go out to do servicing of printer. Within a day, they do like 6 to 10 printers. And what they need is also the ability to capture picture. Now, mobile phones today comes with cameras, right? I can take a snapshot of anything from a printer to a person, and this is a form that they fill out. Customer signs in on this demo. So everything is captured, and then photo is also uploaded from the phone. So immediately, if you need to have supporting documents, like in Malaysia, if you were to do loan application, we need to take a picture of the IC, which is the identification card, and then have it attached together as an image to the backend, rather than have to bring a clunky scanner, rather than have to bring all this peripheral. Now, what we have done is, think about it. In the field, if you wanted to replicate this, these are the technology that you need to have. You need to have possibly a notebook, and it brings back. With this one, it covers all that, and all you need to carry is, guess what? It's 3 devices, nothing else. Right? And at the start, we mentioned, what was the, what change have you brought to the field officer or the frontline person? Nothing. A mobile phone is something which they are very familiar with. A form is a form, and a pen is a pen. There are no buttons to press, they just need to use it together with this form. And then to transmit. Just very simply, they are able to then capture and have it uploaded to your backend server immediately. So this gives you the advantage, wherever you are. If there's mobile phone connectivity, we actually started off by saying that mobile phone is probably the most reliable infrastructure that you have. It never goes up, power fails or whatever, but this never goes up. So you're able to transmit immediately. Your salespeople that goes out to the field no longer need to ask that dealer, could I borrow your fax machine? Fax it back. And then your sales coordinator says, hey, I can't see what is being faxed because of the poor quality. Then you have to have a long half an hour session just to verify the details in the fax. Right? So is that efficient? I don't think so. So this actually gives you that flexibility.